Well, hello, I'm Ross Marnock.
And I'm Emery McGaha.
And we believe that the best way to learn is through experience and failure.
And the best thing that exemplifies it is what we do, filmmaking. So let's talk about the Magnavox Odyssey.
While some of you geeks like me may know it as the world's first home video game console, we like to think of it as the subject of our first movie production we ever attempted.
Yeah, about 3 years ago we were assigned a project to study a scientific invention. So we decided to make a movie about the Magnavox Odyssey.
This introduced us into the world of filmmaking. You see movies like Avatar, and they're really cool to watch, but we discovered that they're also extremely fun to make.
And for the first time in our learning experience through school, we actually found something that worked our entire minds.
It was fun and challenging, but in an entertaining way. In a sense, we found our calling, and we definitely knew that we wanted to continue making movies, which led to our next production, Butterfly Man.
Which was essentially a movie about a 14-year-old homeless boy that gets hit by a meteor and then turns into a magic butterfly with giant butterfly wings. Yeah.
So. We were pretty ambitious with an idea like that, so we talked with our art teacher and worked with him to create an entire new filmmaking class to enlist the help of our peers.
The class is still being taught today, even though we've left the middle school.
Our expectations were pretty high, and naturally, we experienced a few setbacks.
Yeah, pretty much the only way to describe what happened is something known as Murphy's Law, which is anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah, what started out as a simple scene involving some hot and spicy ketchup eventually led to an angry principal and several scenes being cut out and several people not making it to the pickups and reshoots. It sucked.
Yeah. And we had to cut out about half the movie, and it felt like half of our dream was taken away from us. And for a very long time, we had no idea what to do. We were stuck. And we felt misled by our hopes after a brief success.
Yeah, so while many people would have stopped and quit after that, we looked at the film again, and again, and again, and eventually we saw this new film within our original idea.
And instead of having some guy knifed to death, we had him comically die of an inopportune heart attack.
Taught us to expect the unexpected.
And that even through these failures, we learned to make it work. And the end product was something that worked. It was really rough and it taught us the lesson the hard way, but nonetheless it worked. And so we took this knowledge of preparation, we figured out how to work well.
Yeah, pre-planning is essential, and not just in filmmaking. I had no organization skills at all before I took up filmmaking, and although I still don't like organizing, I have come to learn that it is handy and at times necessary.
And as for preparation for future projects, we've prepared in every single way possible. For example, we've written a 60-page script for our upcoming project.
In 7th grade, we planned 5 minutes beforehand, and now we have a detailed schedule spanning from May to October. Film has that effect on you. It just makes you strive to be better. You can never just settle with making a movie of the same quality as last one. We keep setting the bar higher and higher for ourselves, and we always look forward to trying to accomplish those goals.
So we took this knowledge of preparation and the skills we learned the hard way, and we put them into another project which we completed about 8 months ago, which was a rendition of Homer's The Odyssey.
In this project, we finally obtained the perfect combination between preparation and improvisation.
We finally learned to work as a team.
I guess he could be called the preparation guy.
And you're the improvisation part.
Yeah. It took 2 whole years of trial and error, but we finally got the flow together. I mean, we still have our ups and downs.
Yeah. And because of this teamwork that people would usually associate with sports, we've learned how to build a team. And we've built these meaningful connections to people and created something that draws others in.
We'll admit, we're not perfect. Sometimes we fail to satisfy the needs of another cast member, or we just can't agree on an aspect of the film, and they just leave. While this is an awful experience, in film, you simply cannot wallow in it too long. and how you react to it can determine the entire outcome of the film.
Thankfully, most of the time we're successful. For example, we convinced an 8th grade football player to dress up in tights and duct tape giant butterfly wings to his back.
Through the world of filmmaking, we've discovered that you can truly be who you want to be.
Exactly. As you can see, we've been a lot of people.
Everything from a rockin' Odysseus to a news reporter, a one-eyed monster,
And even a donut-loving cop from the 70s. Film has taught us that there's no need to be anything that other people want us to be, but instead we can be who we're comfortable being.
There's a reason that when we start a new production, people who have previously worked with us want to join in on this addictive yet difficult process.
And that's why we feel the need to tell people about this, because filmmaking is a learning experience like no other, whether you learn from colossal failure or great experiences.
Thank you.
Thank you.